Oh my gosh. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you tell I'm not quite awake yet? Oh my gosh. This. I don't know. I wish I could give you an answer to how I'm going to break this cycle of just not being awake. But I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. But let's jump right into the charts, guys. Let's start looking at price action. And yeah, here we go. Oh my gosh. I tried trading London. I was up. Let's talk about that actually. I tried trading London. I wanted to see some kind of Judas swing. Like you typically see, even in London, it's got its own Judas swing, just like how Market Open has its own Judas swing. And so, what I wanted to see was a London low of the day, and then a continuation higher. And you can see that we stayed high resistant all through here, and then we went up from that. We stayed high resistant. There was no Judas swing. And so I was anticipating this Judas swing, and we just never got it. And so I missed. It was a very good lesson because I missed the trade of the day, which was very subtle. I did not notice it in the moment. It was very very subtle. But you can see right at 130, which is the London True Open, they formed a 1-minute rejection block. And yes, I am saying that correctly. They formed a 1-minute rejection block. Like, this is not random. Right as the True Open formed, they did this momentum candle that formed a rejection block. And we ended up getting SMT into it. And like I was saying, it's so subtle, I did not realize it. We have the 90-minute True Open at 152 right here. So subtle. And then we get SMT into this rejection block. And that was the manipulation. I was anticipating some kind of like grand old manipulation to the downside, and that was just not the case. We ended up getting this very subtle hidden manipulation. And so because of that, I did not take a trade. It was a 22-minute SMT. Yeah, I was thinking about trading London. I wanted to trade London. But there just never ended up being opportunity. Turn off all alarms. Alright. So yeah, you can kind of see what I'm getting at. And yeah, then we expanded the rest of the session. So very subtle. I did not realize it, but it's okay. So as of right now, let's talk about where price could be going. As I said before, I do think that we're in a buy model. We perfectly took the True Month Open at the low, which is right here, and we manipulated into the reclaimed 4-hour gap. We used this 4-hour gap from all the way over here 1, 2, 3 times, and we take the True Month Open into it. So in my opinion, like, this was manipulation, this was inducement. and now we're expanding to the upside. But yeah, I guess I'm just waiting for something obvious. So I could frame out that model from way before. I wonder if I could just Control Z to get to it. Oh, man, dang it. I can't do that. Okay, so this is the model that I've kind of been framing. I guess there's two different versions of it. There's using this as a daily gap right here. And then using it as a 4-hour gap. And then we reclaim this gap 3 times. Actually, now 4 times. We just reclaimed it 5 times. What the heck? So the 4-hour gap we reclaim once, but this is 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'm definitely bullish on the higher time frame. Then we had a 1-hour change in state. But it's like, we're gonna form an RTH gap to the downside. So, not quite sure what to think about that. Obviously, I think it's a higher time frame buy model. I wanted to see it manipulate in London. I don't know why we didn't manipulate in London. It kind of like, it's kind of messing with me. It knows that I know that we're in a buy model, but yeah, you can see we induced that low. I don't know. I think let's just watch price. I'm aware we're in a buy model. I'm not sure what to do about that. We'll form RTH to the downside. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta get everything set up. Doesn't take that long for me to set up now though. Snowman beat Kirk. Yeah, bro. Snowman beat Kirk. I don't know where Kirk is. I don't know where he is. Yeah, I'm just setting up Top Step real quick. So yeah, I got the daily loss limit set. Got the daily loss limit set on personal. And I'm thinking about buying another account, maybe like with Tradeify. I was just telling you guys about that. But I don't know. I think there's a sale right now, so. Okay. So yeah, the daily loss limit is set. I think we got both daily loss limits set. I think I'm good to go. Yeah, this is showing a market order. That's showing a market order. This is showing for daily loss limit set. Okay, I need to go blow my nose. Wait, what did hang on. What do you think about the data low from 8:30? I'm pretty bullish, but I want to see the data low swept before. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for something obvious. I think there's a couple items of business, like you said. We have the data low. Like on one hand, I do think it's a buy model. On the other hand, we will form an RTH gap to the downside, meaning when market open forms, we'll have a giant overnight gap that's to the downside. And we also like you said, have that data low. Definitely have low resistance lows if this ended up coming back down, but I don't know if it will, because once again, higher time frames bullish. So I don't really know. I guess I'm just kind of waiting for something obvious, as always. Kind of keeping an open mind here. Let me know what you are thinking, though. But we will form this RTH gap to the downside. Like, on one hand, maybe you consider this low resistance, but it's only going to be low resistance if we actually get rejection of a higher time frame key level and then form a sell model down there. That's not necessarily going to happen. And we might, yeah. I don't even want to even think about it because I just know the market's bullish. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. That's actually something I should have checked right at the start of the day. But yeah, government shutdown means that there's no news, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we're kind of just in the middle of both of these possibilities. I guess, as always, I like to look at true opens. I think that along with the RTH gap really provides you with a good framework for understanding where you are positioned, because I mean it's just logical premium and discount levels, guys. It's just using the second quarter. And the reason I use second quarter is because we're never going to manipulate in Q1, right? But yeah, I like true opens a lot because it's just logic to me. And then 7:30 as a reference point. So, yeah, we could actually get this move lower because we're above midnight. We got 7:30 right here. I mean, let's say that there's a Judas swing. We might need to come down, maybe partially fill the RTH gap, maybe completely fill it. To be determined. Okay, so midnight's actually all the way down here. 7:30's right here. So maybe we will form SMT, right? I guess one way to have a high conviction short, even when there's a buy model, is let's say we had an SMT and then a lower time frame SMT. But once again, I'm not in love with shorts. I think I want to keep this higher time frame buy model in mind. I'm just gonna keep an open mind, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna marry either bias right now. So as always, I'm gonna draw this out, but then I'm gonna kind of move it out of the way. But I think it's just such a simple way to get bias. That's why I like it. There's also the news low. Yeah, Kavu was just saying that. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Except there's no news because government shut down, but like it's still acting as like a news wick. You're bearish today? Yeah, I like higher time frame. I think it's a buy model. Hey, yeah, good morning, Javier. But in the short term, I don't know. Definitely have the RTH gap below. I'm leaning bullish. I'd want to see as if I'm gonna take a bearish trade, I'd want to see stacked S&Ts probably to the downside. Maybe off a new week opening gap or a new day opening gap or something like that. First, Kirk, you're like you're like last, bro. Kirk, you're not first. You ain't not first, bro. Oh, look at the way we back tested this new week opening gap. It's kind of nice. But yeah, Kirk, let me know what you're thinking. Right now, I am basically not gonna marry a bias. We have 7:30. We are resting right around. The RTH gap is gonna form to the downside. We are above midnight. Let's actually look at the true week open too. Where's that? All right. Let's see. Yeah, true week open here. Oh, what? It's the same as midnight? That's crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep an open mind right now. I guess let's just kind of just watch price, right? Let's just go down lower time frame, watch price, kind of just see what we have. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the market to come to me. I'm gonna wait for something obvious. Yesterday was amazing. I had so much patience. I'm not gonna lie, that was difficult. That was really difficult. Yeah, I'm waiting for at least market open. Yeah, just gonna have some patience here. But yeah, just kind of being patient here. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Kind of still getting set up a little bit. Yeah, I'm still getting set up really quickly. I'm just making some changes. When I see a CISD on top and bottom, which one is valid? Uh, that's a great question. So, um, let me finish saving these changes here. Alright, so basically, either one can be valid. It's gonna depend on the context and your conviction, and basically how much of a risk reward you want to take. So, from my back testing, like I said, you guys are gonna have to back test this yourself because, as always, trading is a very personal thing. But from what I've seen, either one is valid. It just kind of depends on how much of a risk reward you're looking to get, and obviously, just like the same thing, how some changes to deliveries are better than others. Sometimes the top one is going to work pretty good. Sometimes you use the bottom one. It just kind of depends on your the context and conviction. I think it's just going to come with screen time. So just backtest both. I'd say usually the top one is more of a sniper entry, but it really, in my opinion, it depends on context. Like you can see, for instance, like this one, I used the top change in state, and this one was more, I guess, kind of more relevant. Actually, I guess this one actually, like I said, it's up to your own back testing, but you can see this one actually, the wick of it ended up working out. So it's kind of up to your own back testing. For me, what I've seen is both are valid. Just depends on context and conviction and risk reward you want to take, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm set up. Alright. I got all the risk calculations all right here. Got everything set up pretty much. So, 10 minutes until market open. Data low could end up going there. I know it's not actually data low. I don't care. Looks like one. It's like the 830 wick. Still gonna be a nice strong liquidity. A bench, maybe. So yeah, like I said, if we did get this higher time from SMT, there could be some logic to that, right? If we ended up getting this higher time frame SMT, shorting 25-200 ES NQ will take previous days high, YM won't, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, right? We might get a previous day high SMT. Then again, guys, I do think this is a buy model, and I'm very cautious because here's why I'm cautious and why I think it could get kind of scary to short is because even though we got the RTH gap below, maybe it stays open because look at the signature off of this. Here, let me show you. Right, look at this daily gap, and then look at the signature off of this. Look at how we sweep into the daily gap. And now we're getting momentum out of this. See this? So this on the daily chart, when I look at it like this, especially because we swept the true month open, this gives me the vibes that will actually probably go higher. And actually, now that I'm talking about it like this, it's really actually seeming that that's the case. And yeah. And you can see this would be accumulation, this would be manipulation. Okay, so actually, yeah, I think we just got to be bullish. Even though we got the RTH gap below, honestly, I think it's going to stay open. That's honestly what I'm expecting. But I'm just going to go for it here. So we'll probably get some kind of manipulation, but then I'm going to look to take a long. I don't know, that's just what I think. Y'all got to do what makes sense to you. So yeah, half of a standard deviation down. We hit that low. So I think at least we'll get continuation to previous day's high. I mean, even if we're bearish, we should hit this previous day's high because then we'd form SMT. Keeping an open mind, but oh man, I accidentally got rid of the RTH gap in midnight. Okay, so I kind of like the idea of maybe we only come back down to the RTH gap. No, to the new week opening gap. All right, market. Oh, I thought market might have opened. Never mind. Okay, let's get the higher time frame back out. So yeah, I think that decent chance we're gonna expand to the upside. So on the lower time frame, I might look for some kind of Judas swing, obvious inducement, maybe 2022 model to the upside. We'll see. Like everyone's trying to short because of the RTH gap, but higher time frame's bullish. I don't know though. Could I be totally wrong? Yeah. So yeah, this might end up being void. Alright, this is kind of what I wanted to see. All right, 3 minutes. And I mean, it's also a 4-hour gap. So, okay, where do we have like a gap we could come down to? Honestly, maybe we rebalance to equilibrium. Maybe we revisit this breaker. Okay, let's just watch price. I'm gonna get out both assets. I want to be prepared for any SMTs. Either direction. SMTs are really gonna tell me what to do here. So, oh, we got 922 here. Okay. So we're below 922 as well. Honestly, like I said, I'm just kind of waiting for something obvious. I mean, we kind of have a 15-minute gap here. Maybe we reclaim that. Oh, there we go. Bullish SMT. Okay, we have bullish SMT at the low. Okay, so bullish SMT sponsoring this move higher. Alright, so 1 minute change in state. So market open is expanding higher. This is kind of what I wanted to see. But, yeah, I'm chill with doing nothing until... I wanted to do nothing until 10 a.m. kind of. Now, yeah, it was a 1 minute change in state off the 15-minute gap, but I don't think it was obvious enough. So... no regrets. No regrets. Now we kind of have a bearish SMT here. We have a higher time frame bearish SMT here. So we got bearish SMT. Oh yeah, we have a 90-minute SMT here. And then another SMT here. And wow, look at those SMTs go. Okay, when's the macro? We got a bit of time here. Let's pretend we got to calculate risk right away, right? This would be 20 on Top Step, 1 on personal. Okay, just once again waiting for something obvious. New week opening gap down here. I would not mind, like I said, I would not mind us forming the low in this new week opening gap and then getting a model out of this. But yeah, nothing obvious at all, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling, just vibing. So this is a 90-minute SMT. Since we chillin', how about check gold buck levels? True. Very true. Yeah, because I want to see manipulation of one of these sides. Yeah, hang on. And then was this 22-minute SMT? 857? Yeah. $22-minute SMT with this high. Ooh, now that's clean. Okay, we actually will probably get a short. I mean, not... I don't know if I would take it, but what I'm saying is we got stacked SMTs here. Let's check gold buck levels. That's a good idea. And we did actually sweep both the... Yeah, I'm waiting for something obvious, but... maybe we get one final sweep of the high. Oh yeah, if we had an SMT like this as well. I don't know. I don't want to... we'll just see. Once again, I'm bullish. I want to take long. I'm waiting for something obvious. That's all I'll say. Um, we could check the higher time frame gold buck. Oh, you know what? We hit the fair value gap partition right here. We swept liquidity, tapped that fair value gap. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like shorts are gonna get wrecked. I don't know why. Even though we have both of these SMTs. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just I got a feeling like this is a little bit of a curve here. Now we have a gap. Ooh, is this the first presented for value gap? Oh, where's the first presented for value gap? We don't have it yet. We sweep high. Is that high time frame break of structure? Oh. I don't think we have a break of structure yet. Then actually S&P does. S&P does. Kind of. Still, I'm suspicious. See, I could definitely see this being a high resistant curve. It's possible. Let's get rid of new week opening gap for a second. What's this? Let's get rid of that as well. What even is this? So, could be high resistant, could be low resistant. I don't know. Just watching. Ooh, it's probably going to turn low resistant here. A little CISD retest. I can just tell that it might send it lower. This looks extremely bearish. I think we're going to go run through all that. No, we didn't. Good tape read here. Not gonna lie, good tape read. The reason I like this is because you can just tell when something is turning from high resistant to low resistant based off the way it's just like based off the way it's flowing. I don't even know how to explain it. Like when I see that displacement candle and then I see us back test this, I'm like, okay. So yeah, equal lows here. I see that as a decent draw on liquidity. So I think we will continue to go run this liquidity. Dang. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that wasn't obvious. There's a reason I didn't take it. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing obvious, so I'm chilling. So this is that 15-minute gap. So that's why we're getting a reaction out of it, is because it is a gap. We still have this bullish SMT. And this actually is a 90-minute SMT now. So magneto effect back towards the high, possible. So 15-minute fair value gap. I just don't think it's obvious enough. We could get this change in state. Oh, you know what? This 5-minute gap. Okay, maybe 30-second change in state out of this. Magneto effect back up to the high. Okay.
Order filled.
So I'll go break even at the high. What up, Medbach? Good morning. Alright. Break even now. I'm putting a trailing stop in on personal. Okay, I'm gonna sell. I sold on personal. I got out on personal. Now I'm gonna trail on Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take profit. All right, there we go. Bang. Magneto effect. Witnessed live, bro. You just witnessed the magneto effect live. That's the power of actually... Yeah, magneto effect done live, bro. I got out. So yeah, 5-minute for value gap, 30-second change of state close. Magneto effect. High resistant liquidity curve. Bang. Boom. Just like that, baby. Holy. Yeah, that was a good time to get out, bro. Holy. Whew. All right. Cool. 1 point. I think 1.5 R ish. All right. I'm going 2 minute walk, guys. And honestly, I might take a break for a little bit. Hit the gritty? I don't even know what that is, bro. I might take a break, honestly. But yeah, that was a clean magneto effect. Textbook idea of how the magneto effect works. You see these old SMTs, and we got this new one. I was like, okay, that's going to be the draw on liquidity. You get what I'm saying? We had a 5 minute gap, liquidity sweep, 30-second change in state. Bang. Okay, I might go on a break. I don't even know what the gritty is, bro. Take a nap. Yeah, I think I might just go on a walk. Honestly, I might be done for the day. That was a clean trade. So, or I'll probably just go get breakfast, dude. GG's. GG's. Alright, guys. Wow, holy chop, bro. Chop City. So yeah, I'm definitely not, unless it's like it completely changes, I'm not likely taking a trade. This is just, yeah, not good. So I can walk you guys through my thought process behind this trade. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I'll walk you guys through kind of what I was thinking. I believe we had previous day's high. White man come back. Bruh. I could walk you guys through my thought process. I knew we had this high over here. So, kind of logically, I was thinking, where to go to eat? I just go to Maverick and get some kind of burrito usually. Today I got like a breakfast sandwich. Okay. So logically, right, I know that we're in this higher time frame. Not even 369 can save us, bro. Oh my. Okay. So, as you guys know, I've been talking about how I've been not necessarily talking about, but I've been looking at this idea that we are possibly delivering higher off of this daily gap with AMD. And as you see, daily gap, we swept out that low. So accumulation, maybe manipulation. And then we filled this void. So I kind of saw this as a buy model. So logically, I'm thinking, okay, this high, you know, we could be drawing there, right? So that was kind of like the higher time frame logic that was going on in my head. And so I just I wanted to take a long today, not a short. Now, clearly it didn't matter a ton because we did get moved to the downside as well. But essentially, when I saw us take the low here, and then essentially we got this violent reaction back up, I knew this was Magneto effect, where we had a more recent SMT to go target old SMTs, and so I just entered on that change instead of delivery off of this 5-minute gap. And this 5-minute gap was, let's look at this. This 5-minute gap was used once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I love those kinds of gaps. So it was supercharged, not just 3 times, but 4 times. So we used this thing 4 times. So I call it a supercharged gap. If something is reclaimed, if a fair value gap or any gap is reclaimed like 3 times or more, then I call it a supercharged gap. So yeah, then we got change in state, close right there. I think I entered like somewhere in here, and then bang, up to these old highs. So yeah, I guess I'll just tape read and then eventually I'll journal. But yeah, that was kind of the thought process, is just a 5-minute gap. We swept liquidity into it with SMT. We had this high resistant curve here, ish, right? And then bang, up to those highs. And as well, it's just consolidation, so I know low time frame is probably gonna have more opportunity than high time frame. So yeah, that's kind of the thought. We are getting pretty big bullish SMT with YM here. YM is equal lows though. So we are in the 20 to 40 macro. The Hydra macro. Nice little purge of this low here. Did it come with SMT? Oh yeah, this was a purge of the data low. So that's kind of clean. So I can kind of get behind why we're moving higher off of this, because all this is just a giant range. We induce this low here, or manipulate it, or whatever you want to call it. And then yeah, we expand. But I'm not convinced the market's one side or the other right now. Let's pull up all the true opens again. Let's get rid of this and 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 this. All right. You know what? We might have a rejection block. Like a 2-minute, 3-minute one. Okay, it's not obvious. I was hoping there'd be like a 1-minute rejection block, but it's not that. It's not that. So, all right. Well, just kind of watching, and I almost certainly won't take another trade unless it's super obvious. But I'm gonna close out a trade of 8 because, yeah, I don't need to. If it's good enough to where I have to open up trade of 8 again, then okay, you know. Yeah, today's really bad. Yeah, I just chop back up and down, up and down. We ended up getting an SMT here. I think I'm just going to start marking out SMTs like that. It's just a way faster way to do it. We might go lower off of this. We also might need to tap. Nah, probably not. But yeah, I'm just kind of just chilling now. I'm done for the day. I'm content. I'm not trying to press the market for more than really what I deserve, right? Just here, just showing up, and yeah. So we'll see if the market reacts off of this change in state here. Today disgusts me. Me too, man. Me too. Yeah, I think we are getting a reaction off of that. So yeah, we might have AMD to the downside here. I just don't know. It's possible. But I'm just gonna chill out. So one possibility is let's see if this is a 22-minute SMT. So not the high of 954 is 1 22-minute, and then 1007. Yeah, so this is definitely a 22-minute SMT here. Yeah, this ain't bad. Not at all. This is not bad at all. So I think we'll draw down to these equal lows now. Okay, this is actually really nice. But I'm not, I just gotta be done for the day. I'm not taking it. Sometimes you just gotta accept being content. Wow, I'm so glad I did not take that. I wasn't going to, but yeah, once again, like, this is just not obvious price action. I mean, you could say that about that over there, but I don't know. I kind of thought we were drawing up to that high off to the left, so. Yeah, it's one thing about my trading is a lot of time when I'm right, usually goes in my direction right away. When I'm wrong, it usually just stops me out. It's just something about my trading that I've noticed. No, it's not. It's not. It is not clean at all. I think no one took a trade, to be honest. I took a trade. I liked the trade I took. Teehee. Could you imagine this playing out? Equal lows. Nice, Snowman. Great work. So this, honestly, this could work. This could not. I really don't know. Sometimes you just kind of just tape read just to tape read. It might, though. It might work out. I don't know. It looks kind of bullish to me. Once again, I was kind of thinking market might be bullish. This is just to see what would happen. Tape read. Shaney says he doesn't think anything will work. Like, I could see this working out, but I could also see it failing. I really don't know. It kind of depends if we're above the true opens, I guess. But nothing's obvious here, honestly. I would not take this trade for real, like, ever. It's just not obvious. I think it's gonna fail at this point. I don't think most of the time if you come back up again, I don't know. It looks like it's gonna break through at this point. So I'm not even gonna look at it. Could you imagine it ended up playing out though? That'd be crazy. Yeah, guys, I'm not doing anything. I am so not doing anything. Let's just chop. New week opening gap down there. Oh, first present for value gap. We got one. Where is it? So it's not this one, it's this one. Yeah, so it failed. Like I said, nothing's obvious in here right now. I liked this though. I liked this. Ooh, look at that. That was kind of cool. So yeah, there actually was a first strike. Yeah, ooh, wow. The first strike model worked out really nicely. Look at this. So I guess you'd have to use a right hand side change in state, but oh my gosh. So this is first strike on the right hand side of the curve of probably some kind of higher time frame buy model. Oh wow, this is cool. And then accumulation. Oh, this was so clean. Whoa. This was so clean. And then we probably had a 5-minute gap or something. Yeah, we have this old 5-minute gap here. Wow. This was nice. Let's actually just go like this. Let's actually draw it out like this, or like how we originally had it. Wow. How cool is that? So here was a 30-second change in state. So it's in line with the higher time frame model. That's pretty sweet. And this was during the Hydra macro as well. What do you guys think of this? Nice little first strike here. Oh, let's put on the 15-second. Nice little first strike here. $10.28 first strike. 1 minute aligning with the 15-second. That was nice. Alright, guys, I should journal. Alright. Just gonna journal and then honestly call it a day. But this is kind of what I was expecting for the day, is eventually expansion to the upside, because higher time frame buy model. Okay. this. There we go. Alright, so this was the trade I took. Oh, wait. No, it was with 5-minute gap. So yeah, I realized this. I was like 15-minute gap, and then I was like 5-minute gap. And I got excited because I knew that that was going to be even better. Because something you'll realize over time is, especially when the market's consolidating like this, is a lower time frame key level and a lower time frame change of state will be more precise for an entry. What up, Mayag Kadi? How are you, bro? So the trade I took today was, we gotta really clean this up here. It's kind of hard to clean up. I could do like that. Okay. So like this. Okay. I wish I already screenshotted it. Because I don't want to have to screenshot it again. Yeah, let's frame it like this. Oh no, dang it. Something like that. Thing is, I don't like how it just doesn't fit. Like, it feels like it just doesn't fit. Okay, for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna get rid of 922. Just to keep things simple, so it's easy to read because at the end of the day, I just care, like, does the chart look readable? Honestly, I don't want to have it unreadable. All right, now we're starting to look a little clean. All right, so high resistance. Yeah, I normally do dash. Yeah, this is so nice. Oh my gosh. You're going in with 15 minis? 15 minis? Javier. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Insane. That's awesome. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. And then we'll also put a little thing for magneto effect. Yeah, let's just get it. Let's just delete it. So this was 943. Flow state retest. Because I honestly did enter a little bit of a retest there. And then 5-minute aligning with a 30-second. And this was taken live. Bang. Okay. Save that. Alright, I'm gonna just start making some notes of this. So, um, high slash medium time frame was in consolidation, so I knew today was a low time frame micro scalp type of day when we got 90-minute SMT at the lows. A light bulb went off in my brain, saying Magneto effect, because we had 90-minute and 22-minute SMTs at the highs. So I took a 5-minute gap, which we reclaimed 4 times, and so wait. All right. Okay, let's put this in Reflect IQ. $300 because base risk is $250. Bruh, where are all my... None of these are my normal... Oh my. There we go. There we go. Bang. Bang. Hey, Reflect IQ says I'm profitable. Good, I guess. yeah, I haven't been faking anything. I've been recording every stupid trade into this thing, so yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on Twitter and then be done. Okay, I'm gonna be done. Oh, I forgot about how much R it was. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I think there we go. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna end the stream. Oh, I guess technically I have 6 minutes left. Yeah, technically I have 6 minutes left, so I guess I should just keep the stream going for 6 more minutes. Good luck. Wait, are you going short or long? Anyway, I'm done for the day. Short? Yeah, bro, that might actually be clean, bro. Yeah, we're getting like a 2022-ish type of deal here. 80% win rate? Bro. That's insane. So yeah, I think we will go lower here. It's looking like a 2022. I think we'll probably expand pretty aggressively out of this. Yeah, that's insane. Your win rate's 80% according to Reflect IQ. Jake, saw what I did before the market shitting the day before that. Yeah, that's insane, bro. Okay, 15-second change and stay out of this. Curious if this holds. It doesn't look like it's gonna hold, bro. I had 70-75 on Top Step. Geesh, you guys are really like impressive, bro. You guys are really impressive. And then I'm over here with I'm not gonna say what percent winner I have. I'm just doing my best, bro. I'm trying. Yeah, that was a crappy trade, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got 2 minutes left. I'm just taking out. Just waiting. And yeah. I don't think it's 38. I think it's higher. Yeah, it's 40. 40.7%. I'm trying. Mark out 25,200. Interesting. 25,200, you say? Okay. Do you trade on ICT Concepts? Yeah. I was gonna try to think of a funny response, but there's just nothing. Nothing came to mind. Yeah, bro, I trade ICT Concepts. Come back by noon and you'll see. Alright, bet. I'll remember, Javier. Alright, guys, it's 11:10. Oh, I guess there's 1 minute left still. But yeah, I trade ICT Concepts, I trade AMD, and basically just get an entry to get onside AMD. Alright, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. It's 11:10 Eastern. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. I just trade AMD, bro. I don't have a model that's like I don't like one of ICT's models. I just trade ICT Concepts and AMD. With that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. This has been sideways this whole time.